Yeah. Go for it, man. Everybody's riding today. I'm actually having a lot of fun right now. It's like about 45 degrees out, and I am not cold at all because I got my new jacket liner, or my used jacket liner, and my new gloves. My jacket got here Thursday night because I rode to work and back on Friday, which was yesterday, in my jacket liner and with the heat. And dude, what a difference, man. It was like 36 degrees in the morning. I'm going 80 miles an hour on the freeway, and I actually had to reach over to the controller here and turn it down a little bit because it was too hot. I was so stoked. I'm like, dude, this thing is working perfect, man. That's exactly what I wanted. I was hoping that it would be like overpowered. That's what I want, you know, because I had a pair of glove liners like maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was rocking a pair of glove liners, and they had the battery pack. And the problem with that is on high power, they only last an hour. And high power is nowhere close to as warm as what this setup is. This setup's like gnarly, man. This is like actually like too much power, which is exactly what I want. You know, like I don't want to be running it at max all the time. And I don't want to encounter a situation where it's actually too cold, you know, or I'm going too fast for it to work. That's what I was afraid of. And I got the good stuff. I got the actual Gerbing's brand name heated gear, and I thought it was going to be like super expensive, and maybe it would have if I bought it brand new, but I got the jacket liner I bought used, and instead of being $250, I got it for $130, and then it was like $7 for shipping, so that was a pretty good deal. And then these gloves, they're like the new T5 hybrid glove, and they can either be 12 volt from like plugged into the jacket liner, or they actually have a pocket on the top. I don't know if you could see, like with the zipper right there, and they sell like 2 battery packs and a charger. Like, I don't know how much that is. I haven't looked into it because I'm not planning on doing that, but they actually they sell like battery packs and a charger for these, so they can either run off of the battery pack or they can run off of the 12 volt from your bike, how I've got this plugged in. And the guy that I got the jacket liner from, it was $137 for the jacket liner and the controller here. And that's how you can like make it hotter or colder or whatever. And what he did is he cut the cord and he wired in a plug for the battery tender cord. So it's just like a normal battery tender plug, so you don't have to have dedicated plug specifically for the heated jacket. You could just run it off of the battery tender cord. So it's like you could like hop on your buddy's bike, and if he's got a battery tender cord, you could plug all this stuff in just with that one plug, and then you're good. So I'm actually glad that the guy before me did that. And you know, that's like a little bonus to me buying one used, is that was already done for me. So all I had to do is run a battery tender wire cord, whatever you want to call it, and then it's like the one with the built-in fuse. It's got like the inline fuse, and then you put in, it depends on what you're using. Like if you're only using the jacket, you only need maybe like a 5 amp fuse or like an 8 amp fuse, something like that. But then if you're using a jacket and gloves together, then you want to have like a 10 amp fuse. And then, dude, this company's crazy, dude. They sell everything. Like I've only got the top half of their gear. I've got the gloves and I've got the jacket liner. And then they sell pants or pant liner, or whatever you want to call it, that plug into the jacket, okay? And that goes underneath your pants. And then they sell socks. They actually sell heated socks that plug into the bottom of each pants. And there's actually like a plug just like the gloves have going to the jacket. And so it's like everything plugs together, so it all runs off of the 12 volt from your bike. And I think if you have like the socks and the pants and the jacket and the gloves all together, then you need like a 20 amp fuse. I'm not sure exactly, but I think you need like a 20 amp fuse just in case, because it's pulling a lot more power, and you don't want to blow that fuse, because then you'll be out on the road and all of a sudden, like, your heated gear, you'll be like, dude, it's not like getting warm anymore. And you'll look down and the light's not flashing, or the light's not on, whatever, and you'll be like, oh dude, what's going on, you know? And like, you'll start freezing, man, because it's like with this setup, I don't even need to use thermals anymore. I don't even need to wear a thermal shirt like under my jacket. I just put this jacket on over my t-shirt, and it works perfect, dude. It like totally like warms me up, and there's no way that it can be too cold or I can be going too fast. And I am very glad that that is the case, because I'm stoked. That means that it's money well spent, and it's like, I'd kind of be bummed if like I spent, because what it was, okay, so it was 140, say like 137, so 140 for the jacket, and then another, I think I paid 75 or 80, something like that, for the gloves. So that's like what, like 220, something like that, that I paid for my jacket and the gloves. It was $220. You know what, I'm gonna turn it all the way up to maximum and see if I can just roast myself. No, it's all good, man. Oh, cool. Right on. Dude, it's getting hot now. Just that quick, dude. See, what did it take? Freaking 100 feet? And this thing starts getting really warm, man. It's like awesome. The jacket and the gloves. And they're getting warm like all together. Like my hands are just as warm as my arms. And this jacket liner is awesome because it's like, it's the front, the back, the arms, like everything. It's like they don't skip a spot where there's not like heated wires in the jacket, you know. It's like the whole thing is nice and heated, you know. It's like there's a reason why that Gerbing's company is the best. It's because they're freaking make their stuff awesome. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to talk about the heated stuff that I got, and now it's like it doesn't matter when I go riding, man. I could go riding in the middle of the night, and my commutes to work now are going to be a lot better, dude. I looked through my parts box and I had 3 of those leads for the battery tender. And so I put one on the Duke 1290, the Super Duke, and I did that Thursday night so that I could ride to work and back on Friday, yesterday, and test it out, and it worked perfect. And then today I put the second lead on the 701, the Husqvarna Supermoto, and then I put the third one that I had on this bike, because I figure this is the nice quiet bike that I like to ride around at night when I leave my place in the middle of the night. So I want one on this bike, and then I want one on my commuter bike, and then I want one on the 701, because that's like my brand new fun weekend bike. So it's like totally cool. Now, no matter what I ride, I mean, except for like the Beta and the Duke 690, well, and the R5, of course, the bikes that I'm actually going to be riding mostly in the cold, I got set up to use my heated gear. So I'm not even gonna have to worry about wearing thermals anymore. Just put this setup on over my t-shirt, turn it on, and dude, it works perfect, man. It's keeping me nice and warm, and it's awesome, dude. Now I don't have to worry about the battery pack going dead after an hour, or any of that crap, or charging it back up the next day. None of that. So I will talk to you guys later. Just wanted to show you my heated gear. Have a nice day out there, and peace.